Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Forest Green Rovers, one season wonder. And look where we're at. We are top of the league, 76 points, above Leyton Orient who are on 67, 9 points clear. So let's take a look at how we've got here. So following our win against Tranmere in the last episode, we took on Port Vale in the league. It was a 3-1 win, but we did have a little scare at the beginning with McCurdy, getting through on goal and popping it away in the second minute. But we were quick to react. 7 minutes later, Ledgeridge with the throw-in came into Young, who flicked it on, and then Matt was able to nod it home. So that was very, very nice goal to get. Nice and early to react. Hutchinson scored a lovely free kick from the very close to the edge of the box on the 36th to make it 2-1 and take us into the lead. And then the second half, we shored things up a little more, with Young being played through on the left-hand side by Matt, and the ball was laid back to him. It did get deflected, and Koval was able to tuck it away for 3-1. Carlisle was our next opponents away in the league. It was a 2-0 victory. The first goal coming from a lovely strike from Odin Bailey, who smashed it in after a turn from Koval's pass. And then Koval got on the score sheet himself in the 93rd minute. It was played across by Bailey, and Koval was on the end to tuck it home. An unfortunate 1-0 loss to Leyton Orient was next, away from home. A dominant game by us, but they were able to get the lead from a tight ankle by Tristan Abrams. Bouncing back wonderfully though, we did get a 2-1 win against Cheltenham. A ball forward fell to Collis, who was able to nod it through to Matt, who fired home to make it 1-0 in the 8th minute. We doubled our lead as well to make it a little more comfortable for ourselves in the 38th minute before half-time. Hutchinson's ball in came to Collins, who again headed it across. This time Bailey was there to tuck it home. They did get a goal, a consolation goal, but no more than that. At the end of the game, Hussey with a cross in, Williams to nod on, and Cox got free at the back post to smash it home. Mansfield up next, and 2 first half goals saw us win 2-0. A great header initially by our centre half, Godwin Malif, and then Young was able to get that ball across again, and this time found Collins to make it 2-0. A big scare against 20th placed Barrow was up next for us. We did get a 3-2 win in the end, but it wasn't as safe and secure as we could have made it. They went 1-0 up in the first 10 minutes. We reacted well. 6 minutes later, Hutchinson scoring a lovely free kick once again from the edge of the box. We managed to take the lead in the 60th minute when coming through to the second half. Young looking for the ball across. It was fired around a little, but Bunker's ball over found Milinkovic at the back post to tuck it away. They did get one back again to level things in the 86th minute. A lovely goal from the corner. Brow on that from Sheckford cross. We did get a goal straight away though to bring us forward again. Ledgeridge with the cross in. Matt flicks on to Koval, and they missed a penalty in the last few minutes, and we won the game. A dominant display led to a 1-0 win against Newport County, and it was the man who's been banging in the goals for us this season, along with Collins, Matt, with the header to make it 1-0. A 3-1 victory against Southend was next, and we scored all 4 goals. It ended up being an own goal for them, but a lovely bit of interchange in play led to Collins putting away a goal from the final pass from Milinkovic. Then our second, this time coming from the right hand side, a throw in to Bailey, who was able to lay it back to Richardson, who got the ball into Bailey again. A lovely little bit of interchange led to Milinkovic getting getting a header, so he's got an assist and a goal now, and Collins' ball receiving it on the turn. He was able to drive forward and provide a ball over the top to Milinkovic to this time get his second. So he's contributed to all 3 goals in our 3 goals anyway, as it was an own goal by McGee that ended up giving them the 1 goal in their game to leave it 3-1. Our run of form and run of wins continued against Colchester, with Collins scoring from the penalty spot in the first half, and then late on in the second we got our second in the 85th minute. Collins laying it back to Stokes on the edge of the box, who fires from range, and it was a wonderful strike. 4-1 win against Stevenage. Yes, please. That was the next game, and it was an absolute rout. Ledgeridge on the edge of the box was able to get forward and smash it into the bottom left-hand corner. A lovely strike from the edge there for him. And then a second wasn't long after that. In the 61st minute, we played the ball inside, found Bunker, who looked over the top to Collins, who lobs the keeper with a header off the bar and in. A lovely, lovely finish there. And then again, not long after that, it was another goal. A poor clearance by List for Stevenage. Led to Wilson receiving it at right back, whose second chance at crossing it in found Davidson in the box with a good header once again. That's our second header of the game. And again, Bunker was crucial in the build-up play. The young man playing more and more for us as the season went on. The ball came back to Ledwidge, who crossed it in for Collins to smash it home. They did get one back just to give them a bit of something to go home happy with. But it was a fantastic win for us, really. A 4-1 win. Marsh with the goal for them. And 2 goals from the man who's just been called up for Wales, Aaron Collins, led to us winning 2-1 against Grimsby. It wasn't an easy game by any means. They did take the lead in the first 18 minutes, and they even had a goal disallowed in the game, but Collins was played through by Milinkovic, who was able to pop it past the keeper for his first, and the comeback was complete late on in the 90th minute with the ball down this left-hand side. It came into Bailey, who did well to get past Clifton in the end after a bit of a tussle with him. A ball into the box led to Collins heading it home. Another comfortable victory, this time against Morecambe. A ball in found Young to put it away for 1-0 initially. And then our second goal came from Milinkovic, driving forward on the left-hand side in the 88th minute, laying it back to Bunker, into Young, back to Bunker, who struck from the edge of the box and scores a lovely goal. All good things do come to an end, though, and it was a 2-0 loss to Harrogate Town in our last game before the one we played today. McPake scoring the first for them in 11 minutes. We did have a goal disallowed and a penalty missed during the game, so it could have been a very, very different outcome, but they did what they needed to do. Martin unable to get to the first one, and McPake getting his second goal of the game to make it 2-0. And there you go then. So that's where we're at. What a run we've had, really. We've been absolutely on fire, and that's why we're sitting in top spot with 9 points clear. We're looking very, very good to get promoted and to even win the league. So we'll jump straight into the game we've got today. As I mentioned, Aaron Collins has been called up for the Welsh national team. It's his first national team appearance, so that's very exciting. I wasn't really expecting that, but he's been in incredible form for us this season. So, I mean, it's no real surprise, which is fantastic. 18 goals this season so far. He's been great. But this will be the team we'll line up with. Luke McGee in goal, Richardson, Godwin, Malif, Stokes and Ledwidge at the back. Adams and Hutchinson in the middle. Aaron Collins, Bailey and Milinkovic just behind Jamil Matt up front. The likes of Harvey Bunker, he's come into the side quite a lot recently. He's been very, very good. You've seen a couple of his passes, assists, goals that he scored. He's been very, very good, I have to say. And the rotation of the side's been great as well. Like Vaughan Coville's come in, Jake Young's come in. They've been very, very good for us. Davison's not been great, but he's still put in a shift when we've needed him to. Bailey Cargill's been very good as well, along with Scott Wagstaff. So, I mean, every player has played this season and they've performed very well for us, really. That's why we're here. Bernard's probably the only exception to that rule, but he's been kind of just used as a utility player at the back if we've needed it from the bench. But there you go. So we'll jump into the game. It is against Cambridge. I'm wanting to bounce back. I want to win after our last loss in the league. So hopefully we can get that win and we can continue our form. They are sitting in 6th, so they're going to be a tough side to beat, undoubtedly so, because they want to be getting the playoffs. So it makes sense, but I'm hoping that we've got enough about us, especially with our previous forms, to kind of get that lead and hold on to it. We're looking good for it at the moment in the match stats up in the top left-hand corner. We could probably make them a bit bigger, actually, to be fair. But Atete is their striker that I'm probably most worried about. He's quite lethal up there. He's been good for me in a couple of other saves I've messed around with before. So he's someone worth keeping an eye on. But, yeah, it looks like it's 0-0 at half-time. Not exactly the most action-packed half, considering nothing happened. It's not exactly something I want to be bringing you. But we'll jump straight into the second half, see how things go, and we might have to change things up a little bit if nothing happens. But, I mean, realistically, a draw's not too bad. I'm happy for us. As long as we don't lose, we're back in the right track to be getting those wins. Speaking of Atete, looks like he's getting tired and not performing too well. It's 66 minutes in, nothing's happened, so let's change things up a bit. We'll pop Aaron Collins in the middle. We'll bring on Coville up there. Actually, we'll pop Collins up top. Give him something more there. And pop Young on in there, and Harvey Bunker can come on for Isaac Hutchinson as well. So we've made 3 subs there. Hopefully that's a sign of good things to come. I mean, we have got a highlight though. Hutchinson with the ball, looks to play it through to Matt, but NYOR clears it comfortably in the end. Etete's looking to get there, but Godwin Malif does very well. And Bailey plays it into Collins, who looks to come forward, looks to play it through to Matt, but again, they cut it out quite comfortably. It's not really much effort that's gone into that. Adams Wynn finds Hutchinson again, then into Bailey, then out wide to Richardson, who crosses back into side to Hutchinson. This one-touch football is lovely stuff. Matt shoots from the edge of the box. It's saved by Mtov. Mtov or Mitov? I can't quite read that. I'm a bit blind, I think. But a good save nonetheless. He was able to stop that from going in. And we've made our 3 changes now with our corner. Doesn't look like we're going to need the corner. It is Mitov. I am blind. That's fine. Only 10 minutes to go, though. And again, not much has happened. We've had better of the game, but nothing really going on. Boateng for Cambridge United now, though, as they look to come forward and maybe get something at the end of this game in the last 10 minutes to really cause us some issues. The ball's played out wide to Dunk, who's got loads of space out there. We've not closed him down very quickly. He plays it back to Boateng, who finds it inside Ironside. It is blocked, and we do end up clearing it. But that wasn't very positive, I have to say. We've only got 129 away fans as well, which is a bit of a shame, really. But, I mean, as we go into the last couple of minutes of the game, we probably should have scored to win the game. But it's 0-0. So, a bit of an naff game to show you, really. So, I'm sorry about that. But at least you've seen where we are in the league. We've performed very well so far. We've got Bolton Wanderers coming up next, another top team to give us a bit of a challenge. And it looks like Southampton lost to Brighton in the FA Cup, which isn't fun. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed it, even if you didn't really get to see any goals in the actual game we played today. But 37 games played. We've only got, I believe it's 9 games left now. We've got a good 10-point gap at the moment, but obviously they have got a game in hand, Leyton Orient. I don't think we play them again, do we? So there's a few games there still to play. We'll come back for obviously the Oldham game. We might have won the league by then, and we'll be able to show off to you guys a little bit. If we have won the league, I might just show you kind of the outcome of the competition, because there's no point us seeing another 0-0 draw at the end of the season. But thanks very much for watching. Hope you did enjoy. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you next time.